Good. It's good. It's good for the
Yeah.
the shiny foreheads, and that is recorded, so it'll be there.
Oh, you got a hat on again.
that's yes. Maybe it's just for me because you all have hats. Okay, the lighting is for me.
And I have hair.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
gleaming
strictly
on.
for me. So
It's still,
I don't
I
have
still
to put
see a
powder.
shine.
well, there's always a sheen
It's natural.
there.
Exactly.
It's just
Own
natural.
your bald-headedness. You do it on
It's
your own
shaved.
volition.
Yes. Your distinction. All right then. So, quick recap. Let's see. You left Port Anam, and in like 3 hours, ship was on fire. Asteroid field, complete destruction. Giant
Another day.
Zalzathar's ship showed up, and two juggernauts jumped down. Told you to go with them. You complied, and you went with them, and you are now on Zalzathar's ship. You got to meet Zalzathar, made themselves into a more pleasant-looking visage. You learned a couple of things, and then they asked you if you would be their agent in securing, getting information on the location. They are also looking for what you're looking for, the wand, and they know of the Harbinger, and they shared all this with you. You shared what you had seen. So there's some type of guidance to this location inside Prince Andrew's study in a painting in the palace on the Rock of Brawl. And then
Let it be known that all of that was an option we had.
yes, totally free will option. You had two choices, and you chose that choice. So it was totally free will. You had options, and you went with this one. And then they did want to make sure that you were competent for the task, and being as Dragoth had some issues with. He insists that he was shot with a cannon.
One ball has a ballista bolt drawing with cannon in quotes in it. The other ball has a nice cursive vengeance.
That's what he's gonna wake up to, right?
yeah.
That's what you made for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had to go through a little test where you completely smacked him down, and his other juggernaut, Zalith, laughing at him. He put a little slight hurting on you, but the fight was over, and he dragged his wounded compatriot out. He was calling him brother. You guys then were given quarters. They're sort of gross, but you were there. And I think you guys played some poker with Zalith and talked a little bit. Got to see something about their armor and some questions there. And I think Xenos got
Oh, fuck.
A-
Missed opportunity.
a barrel of two jugs
They're gone.
of basically brain fluid that he drank. He gorged himself on and passed out.
Oh.
You learned, you did see, you saw of the upper decks and got a sense of things. There's a lot of more healthier looking crew up above. It looks like the lower levels are where you just sort of go down until maybe you're just out of the ship and, floating out there when you're used up.
Yeah.
And then you guys went, took your long rest. Everyone did a long rest. I don't think there was anything else. Did you try to talk? You tried, but I think he laughed at you.
Yeah.
And you did note that your tattoo from your hand to your neck is getting, pretty close. And then you guys woke up to find a weeping, sobbing Hans burned. Not looking particularly good, laying on the ground, sort of in a fetal position.
We
Not
rested
sort
him
of,
nice.
definitely in a fetal position. So you guys wake up to the sound of. Why? Ah, it hurts.
Oh, did the tentacle get you?
There's tentacles.
Oh, yeah.
I was
It's
ow
probably best
because
you
of
were
the
out of
fire.
it.
The flame. Look at my
Oh.
arm.
I'm
Look at this. It's like blackened, shriveled arm.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna cure wounds on
It
him.
could have been worse, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have had the tentacle, Willie, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't. Why? Why?
No,
am I
don't
here?
worry about that. Don't listen to them. It's over. It's okay. You're safe.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Look at this place.
We won't
Look
be
at
here
that
for
thing.
long.
It's a brain with legs.
Yeah, but they like
And-
him.
As long as you're with me,
They'll go for him first.
A-okay.
Yeah.
They're attracted to intelligence.
Just rocking on the ground.
Be
He does.
grateful that you have insurance.
You remember that, don't you, Hans? I said I'd take care of it. You haven't died twice now.
He is speechless. He doesn't. He's just sort of between shock and everything, but he's feeling better from the healing. But he still is. He's way out of his depth here. He sort of scoots himself up and he like backs up into a corner and he's just like just rocking there. Like he's a broken man.
Should we, I think we take Hans to a cleric. I mean, you guys got to go to a cleric
We have to go to a
anyways,
cleric
so while we're
anyways.
there, might as well get modified. I know there's clerics who can alter. So maybe we just sweep this under the rug. Put a memory of him being a valiant hero. Get him a suit of armor, and he'll be our ally.
Okay, that's a good plan B. Watch plan A. I want to scoot next to him on the wall. Be like, hey guy, how you doing?
Not good.
Yeah, a lot of heroes, they say they're not good at first. And then they start feeling better when they do really cool things.
I've only been lit on fire, I think almost twice.
Kind of badass.
I was in a vat.
I don't know what that is.
A vat. It was like a.
Like a wing, they use a sonar. Did they get you with that?
It was a thing. They were gonna put in my eye,
What? Listen, I don't know what kind of vat.
and then I passed out, and then I was being drugged, and then a brain dog licked my face, and I think its tongue went up my nose, like touch.
Okay, you're grossing me out. Enough of that. So look, twice now you should have died. You should have been burned alive. You should have been eaten by dragons, but you haven't.
If
I'm
I
thinking-
was home, it would have. If I was at the bar, drinking, I'd be safe.
You'd be safe in your own pee-pee. And that's no way for a hero to live, Hans. Listen to me. Morden has chosen us. I'm gonna hold him. It's like, he's chosen us. We can't die because we have a bigger mission. We gotta save the world. All the worlds. Every little world out there. The little rocks and stuff with all the people and the... Come on.
Roll persuasion.
Hey, give him an assist.
Do you have persuasion?
I can help. This is important.
Yeah.
So give
I'll
yourself
have a backup
advantage.
charm person ready.
Give yourself advantage.
You're gonna chime in?
He'll know that you charmed
Yeah.
him if it's.
Now listen
Yeah.
careful.
Well, it's a
What he's
backup.
saying, this is crucial.
like-
Absolutely.
No
Huge.
way.
Crit.
This is how heroes are forged.
He wipes his snot some more. He's like, okay. I can do this. I can do this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can I get like a sword or something?
Oh, yeah. You know that I own an armory and like a bunch of barracks, and I got 2 expert blacksmiths? We can get you a sword.
Are they close?
No, they're super far away. They're like so far.
I'll give him my short sword.
I got a long sword I can give. I'm not
Oh, yeah.
using
There you
it. So I'll give him the long sword.
Alright,
So this belonged to another great hero.
he takes it and he's like totally not knowing what to do with it. He's like, and it clings off. He's like, oh wait, hold on, and he runs off,
You're a
picks it back
natural.
up. He's like,
Yes.
all right,
You're
I think I can.
take this one too. I give him a dagger because he might do better with that.
Okay,
He's got 2 weapons now.
slides it in. He starts like trying to straighten out his tattered, burnt shirt.
There you go.
Okay,
You know, Hans, you're surrounded by weapons masters. If you care to learn, we could teach you up.
how about baby steps?
Well, yeah, baby steps. But
I just stopped crying.
Yeah. He just went through
your
the
destiny
crucible.
waits
He
for
is.
no one. All right.
Can I have breakfast?
Yeah, can we have breakfast?
Yeah, let's maybe wait till we get to Brawl
Yeah.
to eat.
I can give
And
him
it's
some
it's
rations.
right about that time that one of the butthole doors opens up and there's Zalith and he's like, morning. How's it you sleep?
Let me tell you what. That whatever that liquid was, phenomenal. You make that
Brain
yourself?
juice. Yes.
Good
Yes,
sir.
I did.
I have to shake your hand.
This massive.
You gotta give me your number, or whatever. I have a place back at Calzeth, you know, the prime place.
Yeah.
All the vampires.
Yeah.
I think we might start selling tavern.
Oh,
Be open
I
to
could.
that?
I could. We find plenty of people that I can. Yeah, I can make that plenty.
Keep that under wraps.
Under.
He
Yeah, I
really
know
don't
it.
like
It's
that.
not something people care to hear.
Yeah. So,
But
we'll definitely stay
yeah,
in
well,
contact with us.
why don't we talk? You know what? If you think really hard, I'll hear you.
Good.
Yes. Oh, I hear you. But you don't hear me back.
All right. That's all.
He sort of laughs. Anyway, Zalcithar's summoning you. All of you.
Into the creepy room.
Yeah, I think they made it like it was before. But pretty. With the pretty elf looking. That's really not. Anyway. Must have plucked that right out of your head.
Good luck. Steel trap, my friend.
He laughs a lot.
Yeah, it's a
A
good
steel trap.
one. Uh-huh.
Anyway, if you want to eat, I could bring some food, and then you could. It's I think they have information on the ring and runes that your quiet friend over here, Laborn, brought to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna eat here.
No, food is not to your liking.
Their cuisine is great. I don't know what they're talking about. Cuisine is great. I love the flavor, the aged processing.
You
that
know,
goes with that.
if you'd like, I could bring some.
I take those.
Yeah, you could have my share.
Okay, then we'll send for some food, and you think you guys can make your way there? I would need
Oh,
a
yeah.
survival check to make sure you guys remember.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
No problem.
I succeed on.
You kept track of it, but this is just recalling. It's not a high DC.
13.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
4? David does not
19.
know. 19, yeah, you're good.
17.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
a look.
Most of you know the way.
It's this way, Davis.
Yeah. So I'll send some food, eat, and when you're done, come to the chambers. I'm sure Drogoth is eagerly looking to
Have a
see
present
you
for him.
again. Yeah. He might be quiet, but just laugh at him. I've been laughing since this morning. Anyway, if there's nothing else, I'll leave you to it. There'll be food here shortly. And he walks off. And
Okay.
just like maybe like 10 minutes or so, and a couple of the intellect devourers with like trays on top of their brains. Pretty
Little
much
R2D2s
just like
on Jabba's hut.
yeah, they just and they like critter up onto the table and just like and then they walk over the food and leave, or they so sort of skitter up into walls and stuff, and maybe they left, or they went into crevices or whatever they do.
I'll have my field rations pouch, pull out a few, give it to Hans and anybody else want.
I would like
There
it.
you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So there is breakfast there for those who choose to eat it. Hans does not eat it. Hans is looking at the field ration like,
It's not that bad. It's like a
"No,
shortbread.
yeah. He works on it.
With honey and resin.
Yeah, he's working on it.
We get there.
He's drooling on it a lot. It's softening up, but he manages to. He's like, I'm a hero now. I'm a hero now.
It's so smart to just salivate all over it. That's good. It's good. It's pretty smart.
Yeah, so you can make your way to so you three recall, and Claiborne follows behind you guys. You make your way. There's you see some more people, and you'll actually recognize probably about 10 minutes into your walk. You recognize the navigator.
Drift.
Yeah.
No, wait. What was
It's
her I got it here. Drift's my backup kid.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's tied.
Tide. Yeah,
Tide.
Tide. That was her nickname.
Is that one of our old crew members?
Our most recent crew member.
Go ahead and roll perception or investigation, either one.
Perception.
Anyone who you all notice her because she's not.
26.
I don't know
26.
the damn thing. I'm eating.
So you look her up for recognition, a sign of recognition, because she's walking by, like going down an alternate hallway. So you catch her, but no, blank. But you notice like in the corner of the eye, like bloodshot, like veins, like teetering off.
I'm gonna make sure I position myself between her and Hans so Hans doesn't see her.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Hans does, let's see. 14. He notices her, but not like recalling her. He might have some trauma that he's repressing right now, through the motivational speech and everything. He's trying to stuff down all these emotions, and you hear him mumbling every once in a while, I'm a hero now. They say I can do it. Group associates. The associates.
Coming around.
Hey, if we have faith in you, you know you're special.
He tries to flip his dagger and accidentally stabs himself a little bit. Just like he doesn't, he drops it though, but he doesn't, he's like, picks it up really fast, and he like wraps his hand in his shirt, and he's just like, it's fine. It's okay.
Let me know when he gets to a point that he needs more healing. I'll send it to him.
He may injure himself. One day he'll be a great guardian of the grove.
Giving him a wooden knife first. Like,
Training
trying
blades.
to-
The short sword I have is made of bone. Still sharp.
It's still sharp.
Still
But,
sharp.
Yes.
so you guys get to the grand butthole door. And you do, as you approach it, you see Zalith there and Dragoth. Dragoth does not make eye contact with you guys. He sort of looks away. But you see him, like when he notices you, he's just like. But he sort of looks down and around, like anywhere but your direction. And Zalith is just like, this is great. He like, and butthole goes.
To the group, do we have any like good solid questions we could think of before we go? Because It is an elder brain. Probably knows a lot of things.
There's a lot of things.
We already know that
Super intelligent.
the wand is going to be used in the ritual, but do you think, does she know where, or they, the brain, do they know where Harvard is? Is close? Things like that. Because I feel like we have an opportunity here.
Oh yeah.
We also need to find that cleric, so let's see if they can find a location of a cleric. Or if they know.
Let's-
Say it's under the rock and
Rock and roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
There's
we
plenty of
already
things.
asked that one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're already heading there.
Yeah. Just look at a city map.
we just gotta stick it. We gotta stick it out.
Wait,
old friend.
I've been there before. I could lead you to the temple
Okay,
district.
Need it. Badly.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll just be whimsical if they
yeah.
ask them as they come up.
So you walk in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the buckle?
Through the. So as you walk in, you remember the room though. It is the nicer representation of the room. It's a little brighter, a little cheerier. You notice, you guys with the high passives, that there's some greenery. Like they're making it feel homey.
Is that the uncanny eye feel, where the uncanny valley?
Yeah,
Where it's
you know, it's
a little off-putting.
It's
but-
a little off-putting, but better than it was before. Everything's a little off, you know. Maybe the shades of the color are off a little bit. And of course, the 5 creepy-looking
keep my puff
figures that are, they're not, whereas before, they're more like when your trial, or your combat trial was going on, they're in the back of the room. And there are the 2 mind flayers floating up above. Same thing though, that they're like, their eyes look blank, like they're not looking. It's just like rolled up, I guess is a good way to say it. Like their eyes are purpled out is the color. And you see the elven maiden in her silver armor and greatsword on her back, sitting in a chair, legs crossed, holding her knee. Oh, good morning.
Morning.
I find the accommodations were good for you all. You rested. Everything's Everything's
Brewmaster
good.
among you.
you had some of our special brew.
Very good.
Yes. Sometimes we put a little bit extra from the pool.
Good to know.
Yes. Well, and as she's talking to you, she's that ring that Claiborne gave her, and she'll look at Claiborne. This is fascinating. We wanted to know what it said, and we've consulted, and we know, we remember, and they flip it over and look inside, and they read out loud, and when they read it, all the 5 humanoid figures say it out loud. To claim what is owed, one must follow the path to oblivion.
Huh?
To claim what is owed, one must follow
He
the
knows,
path of oblivion.
One must follow the path to oblivion.
The language is rather interesting. It's something we have not seen in a long, long time. It is a dead language. A mix, if you will, of abyssal, infernal, and celestial. It's odd that such a relic was found. And she pauses.
Sorry, taking notes.
Good. Where did you say you found this?
Me?
Any of you?
Oh, we found it? Back at, with all the vampires. The rock of Cowletty. Where we found it.
On the
Rock of
floor?
Calvary.
On where
By
did it
by
belong
a
to someone?
statue, We also thought
It was in a secret
The-
compartment of a statue of Tenebris.
yes, holding the wand, pointing in a certain direction. We can't
With
recall.
these runes that you transcribed.
Yes.
Actually, not a recipes, as far as I can tell.
They're close. Close. It is a riddle. Or
Claim what is owed, one must follow the path of oblivion.
Follow the path.
perhaps more importantly, another clue. The runes of similar language. Life and death. You cannot have. Oh no, wrong one. In the shadowed weave of existence, life and oblivion intertwine indelibly. One cannot flourish without the embrace of the other. Undeath, a tapestry, frayed and rewoven, but be it corruption or transcendence of the primeval rhythm. To quench the embers of a deathless essence, you must first reclaim the breath of life, only to extinguish it once again in the cold void. Follow the door of the Lady of Pain, where the key lies at the end of all things.
Sounds nothing like it.
Follow,
I did not think so either.
follow.
I didn't realize there were that many runes.
No. They were
So the language is quite complex. It's circled. Did you have the picture? You can see there.
Yes.
They like circle in. But they're chunky. I think they made squares. If I remember.
Do you know who this Lady of Pain might be?
Well, I'll let you all do a history check. For
Faith in under.
no,
Fuck.
Wrecked.
I guess you could also do religion.
Religion's better for me.
Unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20.
That's good for you.
13.
enchilada recipe.
Oh.
That is a
It was
new
blocks, right?
enchilada.
They look like blocks. Oh yeah, yeah. There you go. That's there's a lot in there.
There's
19.
A picture.
19.
A lot.
Okay, so I don't know how Davis would know this, but with a dirty 20 and a 19, and what'd you get?
13.
13. All right. So, what did you get, Arxes?
I'm looking at enchilada recipes.
You're looking at enchilada
That's what I
recipe.
got.
So the Lady of Pain is tied to a city called Sigil, known as the City of Doors. It's literally sits on top of the multiverse. If you know that concept exists, there's doors to everything from that city. The Lady of Pain, although not a deity, is able to keep gods out of the city and is the absolute ruler of it, controls it completely. If you try to worship her, she strikes you down. She doesn't want anything like that. She doesn't even govern that city. She protects it and all the doorways. She alone controls them all. And these doors are doors. So
What city is
Xenos, what's that?
What city is that?
Sigil.
Sigil?
Sigil. So, for example, there's stories of people walking through doors and disappearing, vanishing forever. And the myths and legends are that they've found a portal into Sigil, because Sigil interconnects everything. And the Lady of Pain is the guardian of it all. Nothing. It's supposed to be a city where you could walk down the street and see an Ifrit talking to a devil. And you could see a celestial having a drink at the bar with earth elemental. All manner of creatures live in this city, and order is kept by fear, by the Lady of Pain and her followers, her minions that she pretty much created out of nothingness. So she's like a god, but don't tell her she's a god. She get mad, and no other gods, no other deities can enter, and they've tried, but no one can circumvent her power.
I knew that.
So yeah, with 20s and 19, you guys are well versed on the lore and legend
Yeah.
of Sigil at least, and you know that the Lady of Pain is the guardian of it.
We have to pay her a visit or what?
I don't want to.
Well, you put the enchiladas.
You have to
speed
go
up.
That
rock
sounds
brawl
rough.
first.
Is that it?
Oh,
We
yeah.
have to,
Oh yeah, I'll put it in.
I mean,
But what was the saying?
follow the
Yeah.
path to oblivion. This would be oblivion. That might be wrong. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see what
Can
this
I
painting
copy?
looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Where it's
just
leading us.
point us in the same direction.
Let's see, can I put this in?
Hey, we're with three. I don't know what I'm talking
I don't know nothing.
She just told us.
I,
We need a ladder.
I was trying to holding
Yeah. There, it's in there.
my lore book, and so it brought me up to 15.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 was the check. So you have similar. So, I mean, you guys, the fact that you're hearing about the Lady of Pain and Sigil, this is, pretty big. That's a place with a lot of ways to get places.
Wonder if we can get to Sigil City and find our way to Zulok's area. Or it could be a way of transportation there.
The Lady of Pain is not one to be trifled with. But there is a way.
And you know this way?
A rumor of a door.
And where's the store?
I can take you there.
Is it on the rock?
No, we would be going opposite of the rock.
I think we need to go to the rock first, though.
Choice is yours.
Wait a minute. This could be kind of cool.
Could be.
But
But
if
there's
we go
still
there, we don't have
beneath
to
there
live
is-
I'll check that.
by.
Otherwise, I'd be with it.
Well, do they have clerics in Sigil City?
I would imagine so. Sigil City is probably the grandest city of them all.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
But this painting, you need it as well, don't you?
I do. But I won't lie. Agents within the city of Sigil is a lot of information I could glean from there.
I feel like we're racking up a lot of missions.
yeah.
Is this like a path? If we go to wrong, so you know what I'm saying? Could we still go to Sigil?
Would we be able to do both? I mean, can we go to Rock Brawl first, try to get them some healing, and then check out this painting, and then go? I mean, is there a time limit on this sigil opening?
No, this rumored door has been there. Can you?
I feel like we need this puzzle piece, this painting, because if that's gonna point us the way to, well, wherever the pointings or the painting is pointing, we're gonna need to go
The
to.
painting is pointing.
I imagine the painting has like a guy pointing.
Just
out
one
into
guy
a distance,
really
so,
midget
like where we're
Just
gonna go.
pointing that way, and you need a magnifying glass to
what
see
I have
it. That's
my
in your head. That's
what
what
I have. And then we would want to go to Sigil City. To me, that's what makes the most sense.
I mean, are you asking me?
Would you take us to the Sigil after?
If I'm capable, we have. You're gonna provide me the information.
Be a trade.
I will have to act on it quickly. I mean, there is supposed harbinger of death and destruction.
Do you know more
Seeking-
about this harbinger, of who he is, what his name is?
What he is, I do not know. All we know is that he is the harbinger. He is to bring, from what I've been told and the information we gathered, he is to bring the Whispered One more firmly into existence. As I understand it, there was a battle in Vernus, I believe, where the hand of the Whispered One was reclaimed. I can only assume the eye has been gathered or is being gathered, or perhaps at this point gathered. If we know a ritual is soon, the Harbinger's mission is to usher in our end.
But they don't have the wand yet. The
Yet.
assumption. So we have to beat him to that.
I would imagine they don't, because we're still talking right now.
That's a good assumption.
But the race is on. However we can get to where this wand is.
I mean, Sigil City might have some nice things there.
Do we have enough nice things to trade for nicer things?
Depends on what they want to trade.
What if we find nice things at the Rock and then we trade them for nicer things in Sigil?
Sigil works on a similar commerce system. If you have, they take precious metals, gems. Think of a city, and then think of every possible creature. Somehow they ended up there, walking through doors that never let them out. Devils,
Would we be
people
able-
running.
Yeah. That's would we be able to leave Sigil City if we go there?
Typically, you can. The doors aren't usually barred, but I'm not one to. As much as we know, we would not trifle with the Lady of Pain. But she has very rarely closed the doors.
Can I tell if she could easily read my mind transmissions to the guys?
But yeah, she's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's polite, or they are polite in
Right.
that they don't say anything, but their presence is pretty overwhelming and overshadowing. The only one who's protected to a degree is Xenos.
Oh, it's
Are you good? DD? Just wondering. That's not for fun.
We are not.
Yet.
We've been around a long time and we are connected. We see.
Tried to go through those doors then?
So
What would you need
thinking
agents?
about this a little bit more.
We
It's
aren't
not,
welcome.
I think going to
Not
City
in this
could be
form.
the better alternative because either way we can. get
Our
to the
agents
Rock Wall.
usually we've had,
It's City of Doors.
and you see
So we can
they
go
stop a
there
second and their
and
eyes like they're like.
Let's put
From
this
what
in.
we just
Like,
heard,
it starts-
The Lady of Pain could be great.
We've had agents there before.
Comrade. I'm sure she doesn't
And
want Oblivion at her door
what
either.
happened to him?
Or
They left.
doors.
It is a city, like any other city with factions and a government.
Cody's gonna
The Lady of Pain does not
really fucking
bother herself with the day to day.
Where
The
are we
Lady
now?
of Pain
We are outside the
is
multiverse.
probably the most neutral. She does not participate in the blood wars. She does not care. She does not care if we're destroyed. She does not care if everything's destroyed. Sigil will stand.
If everything's destroyed, how does Sigil still stand?
Sigil is above it all.
Outside of the
Maybe some of the doors will stop working, but others will form. Nothing can truly be completely destroyed.
challenging
I mean, we will be, and you will be.
Not if we're in the city.
Alright.
Yes, and yeah, that is true. You could take up residency and leave all these troubles behind. Maybe open up a shop. But you probably won't get this good brain juice. With some little bit of pool water.
The pool water was a little disturbing, just for me.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
okay.
just a little bit. Yeah.
Drink up.
Her bath water.
Yeah. You know what?
I thought I might try some of that now.
I find it odd. The key lies at the end of all things. Does it mean anything to you? The way end of all things and the ring.
I mean, I'm assuming.
The ring says
Past.
one must follow the path to oblivion to claim what is owed. Oblivion.
We definitely are going to Sigil 7.
Yeah.
That seems like where Oblivion is.
But then
Right,
Zulak, the riddle you've told me,
Is at the end of it.
he's
Amendment. Usually when we get endorsed
Still
by
painting. That's what all
others
that says is the
they
cave.
need our expertise, they give us really cool free things.
I don't have disc with it.
Like that's how I got this armor one time.
Mhm.
And
I like my agents to figure things out on their own, especially if I give them such freedom of choice.
We're working on it. I need to pull up this riddle, man.
Well, if you have
Yeah,
any
a lot of
spare sparkly metal bits and gems that we might be able to use as currency, that could help us facilitate our missions as your agents.
I think we could arrange that.
I like how you word things.
You've heard of a path to oblivion, right? This is something you've heard before, or are you just discovering this in the ring?
Myself?
Yes.
Or the
need that sticky.
Zalzathar?
Yeah, we really do. We need
Talk
Sorry.
to sound.
I was just-
You know it all, but it's out there.
With the sound and darkness deep related.
Had some.
Message hidden from the eye beneath the gaze.
There
of the one
is-
who died.
we
One eye
discussed
open,
briefly
the other shut.
Tenebrous
Zulak
and
watches in
his
silent
fall.
thought.
And the wand and the potential that the divinity lies within the wand. There are obscure references to the wand being lost. Some say the void. Some say beneath the gaze of a dead god. Some say oblivion. At the end of the day, this must be a location, is what we surmise.
So,
But you have,
in the time that you've lived and all the information you've gathered, have you heard of a path to life?
no, not like that.
So I guess I'm trying to connect the life and oblivion are intertwined indelibly. If there is a path to oblivion, somewhere there's probably a path to life that gives us another part. I'm shooting darts in the dark.
What was Orcus the god of undeath, right? Orcus is the god of undeath.
So
And we found this ring,
Orcus is the demon lord of undeath,
and then
is
he
what they call him.
became Tenebrous.
Then
the
he
god
became Tenebrous.
of. the god
So
of
you
That's the
don't
divinity.
know.
We know that Tenebrous is the
He
divinity.
ascended to divinity and challenged gods, and then fell
Mhm.
to
My box. Just saying.
Shout out to Bob.
the Lord of the Nine Hells. And
Oops, wait.
this is Zalzathar. The history is changing. We remember it as Orcus rose again as Orcus and fell to a drow priestess who took his place amongst the demon lords. And then she fell because Orcus is a persistent being. And no one has heard much of him since. We know that he does not have the wand, or else there'd be a lot more noise. He is not a quiet being.
I think we need to suggest. I think that'd be
So
to claim what is owed. What could that mean? This ring probably is our right to claim what is owed. And
So Claiborne's gonna clarify. I'm not gonna talk like Claiborne because that ring came out of the pile of ash that was Anazul. It wasn't. The ring wasn't. The runes were on the
Oh,
side.
okay.
The ring was there was a pile of ash. You guys, he just rolled super high when he was investigating. You gotta drink it.
protein.
Whatever's in there, you scoop it out. You drink that shit.
I will.
That's Blanton's. We don't waste in this house.
I know there's no germs in there.
There's no germs, nothing. There's no germs in that.
That fly hit there
And died immediately. The fumes as it flew into that cup.
It just flew over and then dropped.
So, yeah, so that ring came from Anazul.
But those runes were found on the statue.
The runes were on the side of the statue. The inscription inside the ring.
It's from Manus.
Yeah, so the inscription, though, is the same language as
the
the
rune.
runes.
Part of my background as a magic initiate was traveling the silver seas and came upon a dead god, and it told me secrets. Are these secrets intertwined with what's going on or not?
Roll history. Yeah, history to see if you recall, because that happened a while
Sure,
ago.
not
That's-
religion.
History or religion. It can be either.
Oh well,
Do you have any luckiness or anything?
I'm not one of those. Yeah, it's not part of that.
So you
It's an
you try
eight.
to recall that meeting was a while ago. You've gone through a lot of things. So yeah, you don't draw anything from that. But Zalzathar is here if you have any questions. She's just watching you guys intently as you're going back and forth in your conversation.
Still, the language on the ring is the same. Language on the statue is the same. The runes.
Yeah.
We go to the city. The worst case is that we have to find the door that takes us to the Rock of Brawl. And we don't know how does time work in the city?
It's
Consistent.
It's consistent, yes. There won't be this. You will age there. It's not. It is outside of the astral sea. We are but one.
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you know more of Sigil, the outer outlands, that whole?
No, all I've read about Sigil was in this book my dad yelled at me for reading.
So
Just a city with a lot of doors.
Sigil sits atop the outlands. The outlands have maybe 12 or 13 smaller cities. Each one of these cities tied to a plane of existence. For example, there is the city of chaos. It is tied to the best way is limbo. If you go through the door there, you will be in limbo, a place of chaos and perpetual death and life, and
Sounds like a good time.
That sounds like
you could
exactly
you
what
could
this would
go
be.
to the minor city. I forget the name of it, but you'll go through there and you could end up in the city of brass, in the plane of fire. The outlands are gateways to other planes. The outlands are much like a large continent. And then atop it all, on a giant spire that seems endless as it reaches into the sky, is Sigil, which has doors to every possible realm, plane of existence.
But does breath of life mean anything to you?
Well, when you
An item,
let's see if they'll give me anything.
With Tic-Tic's neutrality and his experience
or-
as a warden.
Heads, tails.
Tails.
Oh, isn't that? It's so
I mean, I think we
it could mean anything.
It's saying, this is saying to follow it. Follow the doors of the Lady of Pain where the key lies at the end of all things. We go there. We have this key. The ring, I'm assuming, is the key, because why was Anansul there? Like, he had
No,
to
we
be
could go.
there to do something. It can't have been for the 10,000-year-old rune circle. Could have been, but he wasn't particularly concerned with that. I don't know.
At some point, we got to figure out this breath of life thing, because I mean that line says to quench the embers of a deathless essence, which is what it sounds like we're kind of going against. We must first reclaim the breath of life, only to extinguish it once more and quote void. But at some point, we need to figure out what that is. And somebody is telling us.
We need help with
I do not know. The breath of life could symbolize any number of things. Fire is life. I suppose I see what you're saying. It could be a place. Oblivion could be a place, but oblivion could just be a thing, a time.
Being a true neutral and a warden of nature, I just see things as balanced of life and death anyway, to begin with. That's all cycles. And when one thing dies, another thing is born. But that's where Tic-Tic's mindset is.
So, okay, roll nature.
Is this the gold band black onyx stone ring? I got it from Drunk
my rolls are his poor tonight.
I don't remember. So it
Yeah.
It could be completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Is there any words on it? I have the ring. It's from Grunguk. I wrote
from
secret
Grunguk.
pocket ring, a gold band, black onyx stone.
No, Grunguk would. That was probably just something to sell. Did I give you a value for it?
No.
Oh, it was probably just
Okay.
for a sale thing. If it came up, if it's Grunguk, yeah, it wasn't anything. Yeah, I mean, you're what you're saying. This nature, things die and things are born and live. It is a cycle.
What was the painting supposed to give us a hint to again? Why did you want us to go look at it?
The
Pointing in the location.
supposedly from what we recovered in the Silver Citadel, its destruction, we thought originally the wand was there, but we found it destroyed. So, but no sign of the wand, and since we are not dead, we assume the wand is still out there. Through our agents, we found an alternate path to the same thing you had discovered, this Zulak. We believe embedded in this painting is possibly an indication of where the last known location, or where Zulak fell, or something pertaining to him. And from our information, to stare through the eye of the dead god, we are putting that together as Zulak. That will show us the path we're hoping to the wand, or to our death if it is harbinger. And but we have to act. We can't. Places are just going dark. That these planets aren't destroyed. They are overwhelmed and turned to death. It's just undead. Just planets of undead. Are there survivors? The risk is too high to check.
Did my planet, my realm, just completely disappear?
You saw the black thing open up, the eye and the strike, and then everything went white, and you were somewhere else. Did you see it explode? No. But every instance you've seen of that eye, it has a destructive force.
Right.
But it blew you out of where you could see it any longer. But you don't know.
Okay, so we got two choices. We go to the Rock of Brawl right now,
I vote sigil.
and then there's Sigil. We go to the Rock of Brawl. We don't have to do all this Centaurum shit. Let's be real. We don't need to do this. So we can circle back when everything's secure, you know. They'll thank us later. Or Sigil City. What do you say?
Yeah. Seems like the Rock of Brawl is very easy. We're gonna need that painted anyway.
But it seems like there's a lot of opportunities that sigil and creatures from all over the multiverse congregate there or are there.
I think
We
that's
might be
actually the
able to
reason why
find-
we should probably go to the Rock of Brawl first, because it is simpler and less complicated. Get whatever we need together. We have more resources to go into Sigil.
It could like focus what we're trying to, because we go to the Rock or we go to Sigil City and what Sigil
We're
City.
still kind of going blind into this.
So we have
Yeah,
2 for the rock, 2 for sigil.
I think
Wanna roll for it?
Or
I think
what's Hans say?
Let's-
No.
Hans was like, he was still gnawing on the ration. He's been like,
the tiebreaker is in here.
Right.
Cody is in here.
Cody,
Cody did
Odds-
send.
I've been
odds is
rolling
the
low.
rock.
Alright.
Odds is the rock, evens is sigil.
Can't leave this to chance, guys.
Just
not
so you
chance,
know, hold
me.
on.
Already?
Cody did say the Rock of Brawl.
Oh,
Okay.
Just
of course
so
There
you
you
know.
go.
Claiborne was for the Rock of Brawl.
yeah, because he has business there.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. Smaller steps to get long term.
And it could refine our focus. And then Mrs. Brain, Day Brain, would you be willing to take us to this door to Sigil? Or could you tell us where this rumored door is?
I could give you guidance to it. Yes, you'd have to. I can. I don't know if we will meet again. You'll have to. You'll be. Are you going to Brawl? Is that the?
Well,
That's
That's our
Yeah.
plan, yeah. No.
Then I
It's
have
democracy.
agents at Brawl, at the Rock, that you will interface with. You will, whatever you find out, you will let them know, and we will know.
The door. We need to know where this door is to Sigil City.
I do not believe we will cross paths, but I will share
You don't think
where I suspect the door.
we wouldn't be able to get there after
You
going to
could-
the rock?
You could get there on your own. I imagine you'd have to figure out your own path there.
Let's hear.
If we were to go now, how would you take us?
You're on my ship. I
So-
would
so
take
you
you.
would
Yeah,
literally
I
take
would.
us there.
I could take you there. the Rock of Brawl, like I can take you close to the Rock of Brawl, like I said. If my ship, with their heightened security right now, would not
Try
be
to
a
take
welcome sight.
We could try to take a doorway to the Brawl
I
Atlas
assume
from
we can
there.
find the doorway.
Well, there's tons of doorways there.
But there's tons of city.
that-
This sounds like a
Yeah,
whole nother
sigil.
world. Like there's
Doors that
kingdoms.
lead
Like he
everywhere.
said, chaos.
In the Outlands, I mean, I would caution you to maybe do your business in Sigil, and unless something takes you to the Outlands, do your business in Sigil. And again, there's bit of a. I mean, I guess you'll be safe, but you might not have a home if you stay there too long.
I mean, if you were gonna hide a staff containing the divinity of a god at a place where you didn't want gods to get it, Sigil City. It's a place where no god can go.
Or
Right.
thinking the staff's actually there.
I might be getting
It
pursued.
could be. That's why we're
Or-
getting this. I mean, I don't
Persuaded?
think we're gonna go there and hand him a
Oh,
ring.
pursued.
Or is that his place, the other guy?
This.
The Velcro.
Oh, that's on this page. The Lady of Pain. That's
No, the other guy, the first riddle.
Oh, Zulak.
I
Sulak.
didn't think
Yeah,
any of it
fuck
would ever happen, so this is tickling me. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And
Yeah,
I don't
pretty-
know, I was
And
always
there's
under
a
the
door to
impression
take us to-
Zerlok was like a pocket dimension kind of thing. That
Even if he was, this would still be the place to go
Yeah.
to get to all dimensions.
So doubling down on Sigil.
I think maybe.
I'll throw my vote into Sigil. I'd prefer just to get a move on with the stay.
I'm changing my mind also because if we're going to be dealing with doors, all the doors we know exist in Sigil, where we
Yes.
don't know if there's a door that exists in the rock to get there. So it just seems like the easier path to make sure we hit both points.
We don't have a ship anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly,
definitely
we
don't
won't-
have enough
if
to
we
buy.
may not be able to get there on our own unless we find somebody who has a ship who's willing to join us, or we steal one.
Well, looks like you're gonna save us a lot of time by taking us to Sigil.
Okay. This is certainly exciting. Us, her eyes twitch a little bit, have not had agents there in a long time. We're eager to hear what you learn.
Would your agents are gonna work on the painting project though?
I will
Will you inform
press
us?
them.
Would you mind sharing that information with us if they find out?
Yes.
Yes, and you will share it with us? That
We-
you would mind.
We view you as
before having
allies. We will, as best as we can, keep you informed. We have our ways to reach you.
Hi, inside check.
Yeah.
An elder brain. Maybe they don't have good persuasion or deception.
We only have plus 20 in intelligence.
Intelligence is intelligence. Insight. 15.
You believe them.
So we will certainly keep you informed.
Oh. I know you will. Please drink some more of the pool water.
I'll go to the bathroom. Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
Oh, that's weird.
Well, if you're going to Sigil, we will provide you with the valuables that will help you if you need to pay for some things, but I should warn you, it is a city that sometimes what is valued isn't just baubles and coin.
The whole soul thing.
There are many people there running from an infernal contract.
Boy, I'm very good with dealing with devils. Done it before. It's kind of my whole thing.
Used to work in law, so
Nothing's getting past us two.
steel trap.
That's when Hans says, "Associates, steel trap." You guys eat this all the time.
nothing gets past between.
Oh, I'm excited. So just a epic detour.
Epic detour.
We need a new treasure. Who's gonna hold all the shiny baubles? For
I got a
trade?
bag of holding.
Okay, yep. You can just give it to him. We'll roll on the sigil and have it all taken care of.
Alright. Well, make yourselves at home.
How long's this journey?
It's a few days.
Easy.
But
Stop drinking the
we'll have the resources brought to your chambers, and please enjoy the views. I would caution to not roam too far into the upper decks.
Spikes my interest.
You just made us roam into the upper decks.
No. Avoid the little critters that like to burrow in eyes. They have a mind of their own. If you disturb them, there are quite a few of them.
Goggles.
Although, then you would just be not so free-thinking agents.
I barely am.
There's nothing else. She sits back in her chair.
Do you have your gift to give to the guy?
Thinking of leaving it as the very last parting gift. So,
Alright, yeah, you guys, you can go back to your quarters. So, I'm gonna say there's not gonna be too many things that are gonna fuck around with, this ship. So, this is gonna be just a
Sailing.
2-day a cruise for you guys. A little bit of slimy cruise, you know,
Montage.
slimy brain critters. Maybe you can help Hans a little bit.
Yeah,
we're gonna start training.
train
We're gonna start
him,
training.
yeah.
So you can train them. You will have.
Do a
So
training montage for Hans.
Yeah.
he's just like got the
Yes.
That's
still eating the original bar of ration
By the end of it, he
I'm
can
casting
Frank right through it.
Yeah.
daily.
To like get him pumped up.
Yeah, you guys will find some armor for him. He'll have some armor. He'll have his longsword and dagger.
He's doing push-ups. He's doing sit-ups. He's doing.
Yeah, he does
pull-ups,
like 2-3
cardio.
push-ups and he just like falls over.
can't wait.
Especially if he's in his armor, he's like.
We're driving him. We're driving him.
Give him some void mantises to be constant companions with him to keep his spirits up and encourage him.
I give him drugs.
I give him drugs. I drug him when he's not looking.
I
I'm
blocked him.
dosing him.
Gas terrorism, bugs, drugs.
Drug.
What could go
Right.
wrong?
I mean,
I
he
tricked
is.
in his mind. I'm talking to him about Morden's might, and now he's basically the chosen one.
He's. he thinks he's like right there, right underneath you as far as the associates. He's thinking like, you know, he's taking over.
Yeah.
He's got big plans. I love it.
Yeah, these 2 days are very intense for him as you really bear down on him to keep his spirit. Now, granted, nothing has tried to kill him in 2 days, so this is a long streak for him right now. I mean, really, it's a long streak. He had like, you know, pretty much daily death occurrences, or he was obliterated on alcohol. I mean, you know.
Semi-daily.
Just weekly.
Every other.
Every other week.
So, and you will get, there's two well, 2 chests brought up to you filled. I'll give you values, but they're filled with gems, rubies, diamonds.
Am I keeping that all in my bag of holding?
You could. It does 500 pounds. Yeah,
Okay.
you can probably. You'd have to. The chest won't go into the bag of holding,
Yeah.
and well, you're just literally dumping it all in.
Okay.
So I'll give you the exact value afterwards.
Okay, that's cool.
So this travel will be pretty okay. Nothing's gonna, unless you guys want to do anything during this time.
Training with Mer.
Training with Mer. Give me a couple of rolls. I think we did animal handling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The first one's a 4.
That session didn't go as well as Mer kept on trying to chase after intellect devourers to nibble on them.
Second one was a little bit better, 12.
12. That day was a little bit better. You got them at least to pay attention to you, even though the intellect devourers were like running around like wanting to play with him. This was a game the whole time. Your void shark is chasing little brains that are scurrying all over the place, trying to eat them, and they're like literally like fucking licking one of his eyes, and he like steers into a wall and hits him, and then they jump on him and on his bony head and then jump off. Yeah, so they were tormenting him.
Progress, guys.
But on that session, he like sat still for a second, but he was like one eye. So getting a little bit better at keeping him focused. Anyone want to do anything else?
Just train Hans. Mind, body, spirit.
He is training. Hans is fucking ready.
I want to. How do we say the lorehold primer is going to work now? Because
So it was when I
I want
looked
to see
it
if
up.
I could learn anything about sigil.
So I think it gives you a plus to any those checks, but I forget what the plus is.
It's D4.
It's a D4.
Yeah.
So you could, while you're holding it, you can, if you want to recall things about sigil, I'll have you roll history or religion because of the mix of things that are in there, and
Religion
then
would
do
be
the
better for me.
D4, and I'll give you more. So the DC is going to be 15.
22.
Very good. What do you want to know?
Everything I can.
You start
What's his name?
reading in your Lorehold Prime and recalling, and that's what you're focusing on, Sigil. So Sigil's broken up.
What happened?
Good thing I did this.
Builds character.
I sew it back on.
I can get it to.
It doesn't work. It's that sewed on.
It's backwards.
yeah, it's like built it up.
Have you guys seen Fallout?
Sigil
Oh, you heard it. Whoa.
is big.
Hell's tattoos.
Oh.
Sigil roams is broken up, and you'll see it's broken up into districts, almost like wards. That middle section is the ladies' ward.
I'm going to sketch this out and give it to everybody too.
I can put it into the channel too, but sketch it, that'd be cool.
Well, no,
Let's
do
see.
that.
Oh,
I don't have time.
oh, do that. I was like, if you
I'm
want to
saying
sketch it.
Tick-Tick's gonna sketch it out.
sketch
Give
it.
to
Okay,
me.
okay, gotcha.
No.
So
Sorry.
you'll see that there's Sigil is just a massive city, and it has factions, it has a government, it has laws. What makes it unique is that the blending of, like I said, you'll have devils, celestials, you'll have, the only thing you won't find in Sigil are demons. Because of their truly chaotic evil nature, they just don't, the Lady of Pain just obliterates them when they show up because they don't behave. And if you cause trouble, that's it. There's 2 things that happen to you in Sigil if the Lady you catch her attention. She gives you a warning, which equates to severe pain and near death, or she banishes you to the maze. And the maze is the city of Sigil, devoid of life, with no possibility of escape. You don't age, you don't need to eat, to sleep, nothing. You're trapped in complete solitude. So if she sends you there, you might as well be dead. Rumor, though, a little side note from your Lorehole Prime, is supposedly as a false hope, some say, there is a door in the maze that everyone gets sent to. When you get sent to the maze, she makes one door for you to be able to get out of the maze, but anyone who says they got out is branded a liar, and so no one
Into the
really.
maze again. Guys, I just escaped them.
You'll never believe this.
So Sigil is huge. So there's a lot there. There's
Looks like that lower.
This is where we need to be going.
quadrant.
Here, you want to use it?
You can see that people be coming from the gatehouse. We'll track through the ditches all the way to the gate. We're all here. This is where we need to go.
That's what we need
Oh,
to
This
do.
is the whole of information, the whole of so many questions we need to ask, and we probably won't get an answer.
But cool.
oh
Oh,
Did-
whoa.
there it
We
goes.
also got the Hall of Records.
And
You
then
got your
bottle and jug.
Institute for Intellectual Excellence.
I
Sounds
like
like
that place.
sounds like a bunch of
This
nerds.
is
break the
all
bar.
showing up in your book as you're like going like, oh my god.
So many cool places to visit. Tower Sorcerer. Great Bazaar.
Oh, we're gonna have a great time here, guys.
So-
we're gonna have so much fun.
So
That was a prison.
but there's also many factions, and it's almost like as you try to get a grasp on the factions here, you get an idea that there's about 9
Down
main
to-
ones, but
Yes.
there's too much information for you to absorb at one
Really?
go.
Fire.
Hearts Fire.
Potentially. There's a big question mark next to that.
Is that the brothel?
It's the path of life.
Flame pits. I don't know. I gotta read this thing again.
So I'll put this up in that way you guys can review it. I can also put up a general blurb about Sigil, so you have some idea. I would say if you do a couple more rolls, but I think you can only use the Lorehole Prime once a day.
Well, no, it's
Is it all the time?
4 times and then it resets
Okay,
at dawn.
at dawn.
Or
So if you want to use them all,
a short long rest.
a long rest.
A long rest, yeah.
So if you want to use up all your charges and try to recall factions and all that, depending on your rolls, I'm just gonna say the rolls are gonna be with it 15, be to DC 15,
Okay.
and for each one, I'll give you information,
Cold War.
and I'll put it in. It's for Tick Tick, but I'm assuming he'll
This
share.
could be-
So I'll just put it into the channel so you guys can read it, because it's a lot.
yeah.
There's a lot of factions. There's definitely going to be its own dynamic there. So that's
That's another
another
one.
pass. Okay.
Us associates always have it. Damn.
Uh-oh.
No. Stay big. Stay back, please.
No,
No.
that's I got distracted.
Okay.
Brain worms.
It's my Harry Potter.
Let's smash 'em.
Exfoliate. Your
My
skin.
skin.
Oops. I didn't mean to disconnect it.
Illuminati.
Okay. That Illuminati.
Yeah, you are.
Did you roll another low one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got that one.
Okay. So this one,
So
so
that
the
was-
one that you did get will be about factions. You missed 2, so that stuff. Just don't know.
Who knows?
But you're gonna get some information. The city, as huge as it is, needs to have some type of upkeep. And when you recall the Lady of Pain, you know that she created servants. They're called Mabus, Mabus, I think. And they don't
I said
have
Mavis.
a language.
That's my.
I was gonna say, hold
Yeah,
on.
I think that's what
Maybe
they're,
it's-
or they, maybe it starts with a D. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to move off this page, so it's gonna go away. Oh, Dabus, Dabus, not A. I, because I know that's yours. They're a species that the Lady of Pain created, or are they beholden to her, or whatever. But they don't have a language. They speak in symbols. They
Okay.
project symbols, but they are also the equivalent to the lawmen of the city, but also the main, like they walk by and roads are repaired. They go by a building that's run down and the building is repaired. You cause trouble and a brick may fly and hit you in the head, and the ground may come and detain you, and shortly thereafter maybe a horrid Lady of Pain shows up, and or they
Don't cause
deal
trouble.
with you. There's also the factions could deal with people too, and the factions are their own thing. I'll give you that information so you have an idea of them. And as you're looking at the city, your book shows you an image of the Lady of Pain.
She's hot.
So
I don't know.
she is
Can't tell.
an entity that is feminine, is in robes, those well-adorned robes, and wears a mask that you see with blades, a mask of blades. And the blades the mask will change color. It's been noted to that greenish to just gold. No one's been able to discern, why it would be one color versus another at any given point. But the Lady of Pain is she roams the streets of the city.
Oh.
You will see the Lady of Pain. You should avoid the Lady of Pain. Everyone in the city will not. It's not like, hey, you don't say hi to her. You give her a wide berth, because if you draw her
Tip of the hat?
attention,
Milady.
Lady. With the-
it's
I mean, I do have a
My
pretty good
goddess?
cat.
It's
right
like-
now.
yeah, goddess
Labyrinth. Where did this come from?
Where is everybody? I'm so alone.
If she's a good person, she'll tolerate us. That's how we know. Our associates.
We're good people.
tolerate us. Bad people deal with us.
And we.
And we
So-
deal with them. We deal with them.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that's what you get about Sigil. I mean, it's huge. It's a mix of everything. You don't even know what species you might see there, but it'll be interesting.
Good locations for clerics and stuff to get these guys.
There are temples to deities there, and there are agents to the deities in there. So it's not a place where the followers of gods, they can go in there, they can worship their god, they can commune with their god. Their god's not setting foot
Right.
inside Sigil.
But they'll be able to do magic to heal curses, right?
There's magic there.
Okay.
Yeah, the lore hole. You got this is probably the pinnacle of civilization for the multiverse. It's just a melting pot. You thought Waterdeep was cool. Waterdeep was the jewel. Yeah. You can shove in a couple of Waterdeeps in this place.
Oh my.
Johnny Depp.
So,
Good one.
Oh,
That's a good show.
That was a good show.
So yeah, is there anything else?
is there,
I'm making alchemy fires. I made 2.
Okay.
I don't
In
have
2
enough for
days.
2.
Yeah.
so I have 3 more rolls because 2 days, right?
Yeah. So you'd
So-
have another long rest, so you can
Yeah.
roll. So
Um,
you got. I gave you the Davos and Sigil, more on Sigil, but I'll give you a blurb on that, and then I'll give you on the factions. Okay.
All right. Is there anything you guys want to know about Sigil as we're going there?
I like factions.
Yeah, well, we got that info.
Nah, I don't know.
I mean, we can. Alright, I don't have anything.
Oh my goodness, he's been running.
I created that one.
Okay. We'll say you're gonna get some information on. Ding, 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 ding.
That was a total of 27.
Should have asked it. Where was the wand?
Where's the wand?
Oh, yeah.
You'll get information, and I'll put it in the thing on the Hall of Speakers.
Put it, please.
Please, lady of fame.
What'd you get on the next one?
I got 21 on that.
21.
Sorcerer's Tower.
You'll get
Obligatory.
some
Obligatory sources.
information on the Great Foundry.
Oh, Grand Gymnasium.
Yeah.
That's where we're
Last
sending
one.
Hans
To train.
to train. We'll get him the finest master there. We'll come
23
back
on
to
the
20th level.
last
23.
fighter.
Murderer. I'm actually down. Let's just drop them all.
Get him like a gym membership.
Yeah.
I can brand him so that way if he leaves, I'll know we can hunt him down.
Yeah.
That was the plan anyways. Okay. I'm Hans is not getting it
No,
anyway.
You're gonna
He's a
get
hero.
information on
He
the
is- he is
gatehouse.
dedicated.
All right. So you have it now, but
Right.
I gotta put all that. That's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff. I will be sending you information, but you're absorbed in your book for these 2 days,
Right.
and you're consulting it, and you're really taking this all in. So you're gonna have a good working knowledge of the city. Not necessarily like where everything is, but you'll have that map, but it's like flat.
Right.
Like it's the city's sprawling. You'll see.
So is this the ladies' ward and then this is the lower ward?
Sorry. Every time I move off, it disconnects. So the ladies' ward is a space that separates the two halves.
It's the one in
That's
the middle where the
like,
picture-
yeah, as you pass through, this is where a higher chance of seeing her occurs.
Up by the Civic Festival, north of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
But you could see her, you could find her anywhere in the city. And so as we close and as we start into the 2 days have gone by, this is the third day, you're getting close. Zalith will show up and he's like, "We're close. Are you prepared? This is going to be a bit of a drop."
Before we drop, I have a gift for your brother.
Please do share.
May I hand it to him personally?
Of course. You have my protection in this.
You're swell.
I think this has been the most fun I've had in months.
So we go to Dragoth.
Yeah, so Dragot, so he's going to take you actually to the bottom of the ship where you guys first got on. And you notice that the door is open. And you can see probably, this is going to go away.
Boys, next one.
Hope to see the lightning. She looks pretty.
She's a goddess.
So
Say that.
you see as it opens up, you see this like it's actually pretty green. There's a like foresty and some mountain, and you see just barely. This is like 300 or 400 feet away, so you're quite a ways up, and you see on top of a rock-like structure enclosed with the rocks coming up to the sides of it. Looks like a little cottage and a door. And Zalith is like, "Well, I know Drogoth isn't going to speak much, but that's where you're going, and that's as close as we can get." Huh?
You said it was a picture.
No,
No, he was
there's.
looking
I
at
was
the
just
picture.
describing it.
Oh,
You're gonna have to. There's gonna be some not breathable space here. I recommend. I wouldn't just. Do you
How
guys have a
much
plan
space
to
is
get
it?
down? It's about 300 feet.
300 feet. That's not so far.
it doesn't.
We
One
could
of
hold
you
our
have
breath
a
that
helm
long.
of teleportation.
We can teleport.
Yeah, we could teleport there.
Yeah, you
I
can
can
see
see
it. Yeah, you can see it.
I got this, guys.
Okay. So
Drago,
Zalith is like, go ahead, give it to him.
Drago, when I first met you, you were a terrifying son of a bitch. You scared the carapace right off of me.
He starts to perk up a little bit. He's like,
So I have these gifts for you of your awesomeness. After I've spent more time with you, I realize you're not so bad.
He snatches him and he looks at him and he's like, and Salith is like, ha ha ha. This is the best day ever. We can hang those up in the room for you, brother.
And with the thaumaturgy, it softly hums and chimes. Animal vengeance.
He's like holding him. Just like, he starts storming off. It's like, boom, boom. Truly a great day. Best of luck to you. And I think you'll hear from us again. In your mind. Even you,
We're working on
the brewery.
start
Yes.
brewing some.
Don't worry.
Send them to
Would you like a
Make
special
sure-
bottle when it gets to the people you know?
Yeah, make sure it's give them some with extra
Cool
juice.
juice. That's really the base for everything.
Fruit juice?
Yeah.
If
It's-
that's not like to take over your mind or anything.
Of course not.
Insane.
What?
Crit.
Crit.
He did.
He did?
Crit.
Oh yeah. No, he's lying.
Yeah.
Don't drink the grooves.
All right, just we'll work on that. I'll send you.
How many bottles have you had so far?
Bottles?
Oh, no.
Gallons.
2 of those
Barrels.
kegs.
He looks at you, and you can hear him in your head.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
Ring, come on.
Don't worry.
Is this working?
You're an agent of Zalzathar now.
All right, let's leave. Please. I need a cleric.
Special.
Another child.
No.
Child of the hall.
Is that hops?
Oh, it's hops.
All right. So you guys are teleporting.
Mm.
So
I think this is my first time teleporting with you guys.
Best of luck.
it's still, even though I think what's the teleportation
Hopefully we don't
chart?
have to
Like,
join in
have some
one giant
bit to-
slimy.
Yeah.
I can see it,
Like
but
the
it would
fly.
That'd be sick. That'd be cool, kind of. All of our heads, just like 12 different arms. Be sick.
Let's see.
Get so
The
much hugging done.
associate. Now.
Associate.
That's like
our
our
legendary
that's like our
card.
Wonder Twin. We all like
Warm
the
up.
We have vampire
Oh,
things,
shit.
a bunch of arms,
But it doesn't
insect
say
arms, and
scene.
insect characters.
The options are permanent circle,
A Sigma
associated
socket.
object,
Mm-hmm.
very
So-
familiar,
Hammer.
seen casually,
Uh,
read once, description,
bow.
false
Bow.
information.
I'm gonna say you don't
Well, we
have
have
an
a bow,
associated
top and 2
object,
hammers
but
on the
you're
bottom.
very familiar because you're staring at it.
With flaming
So,
and lightning, blood magic.
Pretty much,
We gotta do this.
don't
We gotta
roll
figure
below
out
a
how to do it.
If they
25.
tat it up
Mhm.
with horns.
One hole.
One horn.
And
One
then
big horn.
he doesn't get a joint.
Wait, don't roll below at 25?
Yeah,
He-
25 to
he played
100, you're on target.
Oh, right.
Not yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't signed the contract.
He doesn't have the.
What are the
joint-
first
he doesn't
sets?
have the
So,
ring
like,
to
1
join.
through 5.
Well,
1 through
We'll just
5
wear
is a
the
mishap.
detective jacket. We'll say that.
6 through
Homage.
13 will be similar area, and
Shout
14
out.
through 24 you'd be off target, which would be hysterical.
89.
89. Okay. So where you're looking, so when you're looking at where this is, it's a sheer like wall, and you'll look and you pop like right in front of this sheer, like it's like got some trees, grassy area. This is pretty lush, comforting to you, and then like it's like a 50-foot sheer wall cliff that there's not really adequate ledging to be on, all of you. So I would say you probably didn't try to teleport right there because you just probably some of you would fall off. So you're at the base of it.
All right,
You're welcome, guys.
I will climb up there, drop a rope down for you guys.
As soon as you do step forward, so off of your passives, you two immediately see these 2 cave structures off to the side, and you see like 2 giant, like they fucking squeeze out, and they're crawling up.
Do I get any sense of
Dragon.
warning for my
It's a
bow?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
so-
it's ringing. You're not surprised. Again, you're not gonna lose a round, but they're not trying to be surprising. This isn't. These are massive giants coming out like they squeeze out like it's an impossible looking thing, and they stand in front of you. No one passes. And roll initiative.
Wait,
'cause
we have
then-
the ring.
We shall pass.
Does the ring?
So-
No.
No, they don't seem to care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was not foretold. I thought we were just gonna waltz in.
That's what I thought
That's
too.
Huh.
Is that ship still there? Can they fire support?
I have a plan. I think this is gonna be ridiculously hard. I think we try to weasel in. We leave Arxes out, and then he can teleport to us
Into what?
where we're at.
I think there's a 50-foot climb.
Yes, climb up first.
Yeah.
Well, I can
So-
fly us. We have to fly them up and over. So let's tie them down. and then
Whoa.
fly one up and over.
Whoa.
That's kind of sick. You've been at work, my
Bro,
friend.
there's part 1. Looks like there's little ropes there for us.
Oh, that's good. Oh, this is anticipated.
Yeah.
Lots of people have to do this.
Maybe it's just like a.
Make sure we're not weenie hut generals.
Yeah. We should probably tell Hans not to get close.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
he's-
he stays back.
I can bodyguard him, I guess.
Just because when I built that thing, I was like, there's
Oh,
no
he
place
can-
for them to
He can
play.
stay back with me. I'll take shots with my bow. I don't want to run up close.
That's fine. I trust you. I trust you with my Hans. He's my duty. If he ever dies, Davis will never recover. His ego would. If his ego gets damaged, he takes damage. He takes a
That's
mental
the
damage.
main
Permanent
weakness.
hit point damage.
Yeah, that's his only weakness that he thinks is his weakness.
Oh.
Oh, I see the problem.
Yeah.
Actual giants.
Actual giants.
Yeah, so when they like you see they crawl out, and it's almost like as they slither out of these chambers, they like enlarge to. So this is. It's like
Take shots at them as they pull out.
you could. You can, I mean, you could, because they're
Giants
gonna
are
have to
friends.
be crawling out. So you,
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, I don't think you have enough time to run up to them, but you
Yeah.
as a ranged.
I couldn't have teleported them to this.
I know it's a lot, but it's not supposed to be. But
Oh.
I couldn't.
Got it. So it'd be.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's because I didn't have pieces to make it sheer. But I did close. I got close. So I'm gonna say like you're, unless now that you see positioning, unless you want to change it up, you were gonna be right here.
Me and Hans are going to be back here.
Me and Hans.
Hans furthest away.
Let's
So
see.
we're gonna take him
We'll
down
make
then.
we'll make Hans look cool, but he's not cool.
Well, once
He's
we
cool.
take him to the
He's
training gymnasium,
he's more holding this
Hans will
like
be
he's petrified. Like
Throws one dagger.
handle first. I love Hans.
They left you, Hans.
Hans. Little psychopath Hans.
Oh, Hans.
It's all
Cast web on one.
We just need to tie one up.
actually, you know what we can do? This will be helpful. Claiborne can stay back and protect Hans.
Okay.
I don't trust Claymore. I don't trust your ass. No, I'm just kidding. You
All right.
didn't
So
sign the contract.
Claiborne and Hans are hiding behind the
Sign the
tree.
contract, big boy.
Should name on the dotted line, hombre.
I'm still back there though.
So
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
here's the plan. If
Do
you
they
can
look
web
like
down
undead
one,
ones or normal?
then you guys just move
They
forward
look
that side. That
normal.
way I can pick you up and take you, and we won't be hindered that route, east or west, whichever one. Because I don't think we fight.
But they may. Let me check this. It's Dex. They might
Mood
not,
lighting.
have good Dex.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you think you can type both of them now?
Why is one red?
The 20
Because I
foot
wanted to
cube.
leave one red. No reason.
So I could hit one entrance way
Man,
as
oh
they're crawling
man.
out.
Oh, that's what you're saying. I'm just gonna put. Yeah, I like it. I'll play off that.
So as one's crawling out, can I cast web on it?
You can try.
Let's go.
I'm gonna do that.
What's your guys' initiative order? Just let's get that real
10.
quick.
I think I had 16.
While they're crawling out, can I proc some stuff? I got a 24.
24.
Can I like do a bonus action?
You
before
can
they
go
crawl?
ahead and do one thing. Whatever. It's not going to count like in your turn.
Okay.
It's just one
Do they
thing.
count as humanoids?
I believe so. Let me.
I do my upward transformation.
This guy first.
Vampires.
Which one?
Demon
That guy
within
first?
cannot be
Got it.
repelled.
Since this one's kind of blocked by a tree.
Oxys, it's operation at taxi service for us.
They're yeah. I'm gonna say they're humanoid. So Xenos, I had 24. Davis 10,
Wanna try this one?
16.
16. Okay.
It's yours, dude.
Arxes.
Ready?
What did Arxes get?
11.
11.
That's what bonus is. Thank
This is Beechwood. It advertised itself as being pretty danky.
you. I think my preference so far is the second one than the first one.
Interesting. Second. Pizza
Like
port.
that mango.
Yeah, pizza port's good.
All right. So go ahead with your free actions. So what were you doing?
Oh, I do my hybrid transformation.
Okay.
Is it like a full action and
Well,
bonus action?
just something, one thing,
Okay, so then
Yeah.
that's it.
and you're casting web.
Yeah, I think I'll cast web. I mean, it might slow him down just a bit.
Okay.
I mean,
And which one are you casting it on?
axe guy.
This guy. Okay. What is the save?
Dex 16,
Dex 16.
but then they need strength as their action to break out.
Yeah. So as he's crawling out, the web you know,
So
you
he's
cast it
restrained.
and it gets restrained. Like as the webbing, he's like still trying to get up and he's like fumbling for a second.
Hey, so can I do something?
Yeah.
I want to like stop up and be like, well, you're about to meet the leader of the associates, and I hit my little boots with my hammers, and it wakes up the wings on them, and I just want to activate my boots. And be
Okay.
like, oh, just another day.
Just another day in paradise.
Yeah, feel bad for these guys. He's already webbed up.
Did you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'll cast hold on this guy. The one
Okay.
that's not ensnared.
All right. And what's the save on that one?
15 plus. Is this automatically added?
Yeah, it should say in your spells what the DC is.
Oh.
Wisdom 15.
Oops, it's
Stick up
yeah,
shoes.
15. It's wisdom.
Stick of truth for you. Stick of truth.
18.
Dude.
Stick of truth for me.
All right. Now we'll go into regular combat. So Xenos, you're up. Tick Tick, you're on deck.
Okay, are they all within? Are they within 30 feet of me?
No, he's 40.
If you move up,
Yeah, they
Yeah,
need
you
a
can
30
move
foot. I just need both of them to be within 30 feet of me.
30 feet of you?
Yeah.
I gotta roll up fans and pump past this.
Yes, you do.
You turn into a
That
plant.
one. Okay, yeah, if you roll up to there.
Alright, Xenos does his hybrid transformation, and he's gonna approach and cast Compulsion.
Okay.
So that's a Wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
You'll find that. Just kidding. 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, first guy.
It's gonna be 3.
2.
Alright.
4.
Okay. So then, as my bonus action,
What does the compulsion do?
I get a designated direction, and they're gonna use their whole movement speed to move it. They can
Okay.
take an action first, but then they have to move like away.
Away.
Like they have to use their movement speed to move,
Okay.
so they can do like whatever they want to do in that spot. But since they're away from everybody, I'm gonna tell that one to run the opposite directions of the wall. I'm just trying to get to go up.
his action would have to be to break
Run
out
away
the
that
webs.
way?
Run away like
That way?
horizontally
Okay.
towards our and that one
Alright.
too.
Okay.
I designate both of them to go that way.
Is compulsion concentration or anything, or
It
it's a
is.
one time? Okay. So they'll get to do their action.
Yeah, but now I'll back up. I'll
Okay.
back up a little bit. I'll be like, I think my spell took hold. They're gonna run, and I think we run for the wall.
Yeah.
I'll carry someone up. I have
Go
to.
there.
And Davis can maybe fly somebody.
Who wants to get flown first?
I can fly someone too.
You fly Hanzo.
The Fly Bros.
Are there ropes already in the wall?
Yeah, there's 2 ropes right there.
Yeah, perfect. That's
Is that the end of your turn?
I
Because they
mean,
don't actually act on it
a
until
target.
it's.
I mean, let's see. Can I attack them? With me ringing automatic. You can use a bonus action to designate each of your turns to a direction that is horizontal to you. Okay, that works. Yeah. Okay, so after they move that way,
Yeah.
they do another wisdom saving throw. So after
Okay.
they take their movement and go however far.
So they get to do their action, then their movement, then they
and
do
then
a
they do
wisdom
another
saving
save.
throw. Okay.
Yes.
To determine whether they keep moving that way.
To determine if they save from the spell.
Okay.
I'm no longer affected from it.
All right. And now Tick Tick, you're up.
But my fun factor was heads 25.
Heads, tail,
Stay away.
tail.
Don't run away.
Fairy fire just in case.
I think you can hit him. And it not like like some
Let's
charm
see.
spells if you like hit
The
them,
fun
it goes
book
away.
Say
on
if they get attacked and
25.
freaked out.
They can attack. I
Or
think we
just-
can attack them too.
Charmed. If there's
Well, this
if there's
probably would have
static
been
I
better
charmed,
if,
don't wanna
if
do
anyone got hit.
Fairy fire.
Up to
Typically,
6
they're
creatures
just-
of your choice within 30
Typically,
feet of
but
you
we have
each
something
gain
weird.
hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier.
Everybody feels just really good about the situation,
They
right?
just feel good. It's like, ah.
Especially Hans.
I mean,
What do you-
say it.
But if it don't say, then we Gucci,
Everybody
baby.
Yeah,
sure.
Up to 6 creatures
gain hit points.
within
Obviously,
30
no one's
feet
hit,
of him.
so-
Gain hit points equal to a spell modifier, which would be your charisma, whatever your plus to charisma is.
4.
Minus
Yeah,
one.
So they would have
I lose
had
hit points.
4. Was that?
I lose hit points.
You lose hit points. Negative. Tick, you're up.
All right. So we determined that shooting them would be okay.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that was in your spell, right?
Yeah.
I let you pick
Oh,
that.
it just doesn't say that it would break it. So
Yeah, I don't think
normally
it
a charm
does.
condition
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
it if it does.
Sick. Let's go.
so I'll leave the guy in the webs. I'll shoot this guy twice,
Okay.
and so 20 for the first shot
That hits.
and 28 for the second shot.
Both of those hit.
And um, instead of doing damage with the bugs, I'm actually gonna have the bugs push him horizontally that way to get him a head start to start running.
Okay. Does he have to do a strength against that?
You get the vibe though of what I'm trying to do. Just run. For the door.
And I'm gonna
I
make him
think
a
we're
favorite
all
foe as well.
wave-linking.
Check, I think web is concentration, and
Is
favorite
favorite foe
foe is
concentration?
concentration.
All right, then I'm not gonna do that.
He's just,
Web is definitely concentration.
he's just locked in.
Split concentration.
Yeah, DC 16 strength.
Okay.
RB moved 15 feet.
15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, whatever. 18 total damage.
18.
Yeah.
All right, and then 6, 14.
Nope.
So your bugs just pummel it. So is this guy?
Yeah, that guy.
So it's
So
gonna
15
move
feet,
on. It's gonna go into the imaginary still the map. 15 is right there. All right.
What's in the cave?
Get this out.
Giant loogies.
Blue. Hey, blue.
All right. Anything else?
That's it for my turn.
Okay. Arxes, you're up, and Davis, you're on deck.
Meh. That's the sound of the go.
Are we flying people up?
It's the general consensus, yeah.
So, I'm gonna grab. Who do we have that can? You can grab someone.
I can grab him, man.
I cannot fly.
I'll
You
be.
cannot
I'll
fly?
just move.
Hans cannot fly.
Hans and Claiborne.
Claiborne's athletic.
Yeah, there's a road
You
board.
can climb.
Yeah, I'll just climb
You're
up.
good.
Yeah, if you have hands or Claiborne or something.
Maybe Hans or me might be the.
I'll grab him.
Keep high ground, yeah.
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 Makes sense.
I'll grab Tick Tick.
Okay.
Just.
Yeah, with just if it's
Hold on to
just
your
one
hat.
if it's just one person,
One
you'll
hit,
be able to
others-
do it no problem.
Nice go.
So we're
So we're obviously trying to get to
there.
the
So
entrance.
you'll go. Are you gonna just do full like dash?
Mhm.
Okay. So
Then me.
I moved up next to him.
say you take off. If you dash, you'll get to here. Because that's you're 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll get to the ledge.
It's a door.
You just get there though. Good.
What knocks
Davis.
us off the cliff?
I want to do the same thing with hands.
With Hans. Oh, he's back here though. So
Have him move up. Or not?
yeah, but it's not his. I just put him and Claiborne as one.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have to go back to grab him.
You hold your action until he gets to you.
Yeah.
I'll hold my action to dash him up there.
Okay.
I'll be like, Hans, come on, you want to go on a hero's expedition with me? We got to get up there, bud.
I'm coming, boss. I'm coming.
We're
Gonna be a hero. I'm an associate.
Yeah, but you can't be a hero if we got to deal with these guys all day. So come on.
All right. So giant. Okay, he's going to
Hopefully they don't have ranged attack.
he before he moves, he just grabs a bunch
Sounds
of
like he has a
the
ranged
rock.
attack.
Giants
And-
throw rocks.
He is gonna throw it at you. I'm gonna say you'll have some cover because he's gonna give you partial, so the +2, I think it is.
Yeah.
But he can see you, but he's just willing to throw it. So he does get 2, so he's like misses with the first and crits with the
Right, blood curse. I will blood curse that of the eyeless, so subtract 2, so it's not a crit
subtracting
anymore.
2. So it's 27 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Just
the
missed.
first one, so he lobs this and it cracks a couple of these branches and just deviates, and you see it just goes right by, and just as you look up, the other boulder just hits you square in the face. It's 25 points of bludgeoning damage, and go ahead and do your constitution,
Rounds out.
your concentration.
Are you knocked out?
I'm gonna just.
Yeah,
shatter zombie
just
and
shut.
Yeah.
And do your con save
Okay, so do I do the con save for the
for your. It's
for the damage half?
Yeah.
So it was a 12, so I only need to beat it. What do I
You need to beat above a 10.
Right. Right. He still has to move though.
Yeah. Come on.
14.
14. So he's gonna move his full speed, which is
Get those giant strides.
40.
going.
So- just remember he's out there. I'm not gonna move him anymore.
He's 40
But
plus
he's
15. So
yeah.
like
Well, that's
55.
15 right there. So he's off. Yeah. You have to hold him for the rest of it. He's over there.
The trash god.
And then this guy.
Yeah, he's
Just
taking-
off the tube. He's in the dumpster now.
This guy is going
he needs
to
to use his action to break out the web. If
He doesn't have to.
he doesn't have to, he could sit
Yeah.
there and chill.
Yeah. Because
Chill or do it.
restrained.
He's like, today's been a long day.
But if he wants to
Well, he
break out
still
the
has
web,
to do what he needs to do to move.
Stop telling the giant what he needs to
He's,
do.
he's gotta move.
that's his
He's
whole
compelled to
thing.
move.
Was he told him to do it? He has to
I'm
try to
the
do
one
it.
who tells- I
Yeah.
am the giant lord. I am the lord of the giants.
Thought I had a big ego.
No, you don't have these beautiful red eyes.
Look at it go. There you go. Walk. Respect that.
So it's restrained, right?
Yeah.
Creatures. So he's gonna attack. Because he can still attack.
How's he gonna move?
But he has to try to move, right?
He has to
No,
do
no,
what
no.
he has to do to move.
Apparently,
Yes.
he's the god of giants.
I'm the
No, no,
god
no.
of giants. I bid the giant the move.
I think he's gonna still try to move, but the webs would stop him from moving. So he's gonna try to move, but he wants to throw rocks at you.
God damn it.
I'll let the webs go.
They're like,
He'll use one of his actions.
it's okay. You're the DM. You do what you. You're-
I'll make
you're
it
the
semi.
god.
Let's see. It's disadvantage. So. Oh.
He uses a lair action
It's-
to shake it off.
He uses light
Yeah, swift
action.
play.
A
Right.
white dragon plummeting down.
An ancient black dragon.
21. 21 is the low one.
21.
21.
I already used my reaction, so yeah, that hits.
All right. So
Wait,
it's
do I have the +2? No.
no, because he's can see you.
He's-
So he's gonna he'll I doubt he's not gonna break out of the webs, but I guess what is it, 15?
16.
16?
Straight 16.
But isn't it
It's
an
straight.
action to break out of the webs?
I'm fiddling that he can throw and break out. Let's say it's a bonus. Just that way you still get your thing and I still got to throw rocks.
Okay.
Such a pretty map not to do anything.
Still got
Uh,
love in your school.
Wants to kill me.
Yeah, he's gonna
He just wants to kill me.
plus
You say
6,
20 giant
17.
damage?
So he'll break out of the webs and he'll hit
Tell me
his.
how much damage I just took.
It's 25.
Another 25?
Yeah, the throws
God
are
damn it.
25.
Moving farther away.
What's that?
Why does he move farther away?
He told him to
Because he
run.
told him to move
Oh, so
this
they're
way.
clearing
So
her.
yeah, so basically.
It's 40.
Oh, and I have to roll his save, don't I?
Understood.
Yes.
Yes,
To
and
break
then-
out of his
but
arm.
I
Yeah.
succeeded in concentration.
Okay. And they both. I'll just do both of them. And what was it? Wisdom.
Yeah.
16 and 11.
One fails. The 11 does.
So those 11. That's 16.
Okay.
So that's where they're. So top of the order.
Alright.
Oh wait, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
Claiborne makes a beeline for it, so he'll move his full. And Hans went up to you because you called him.
Oh, that triggers my action.
Yeah.
Yep.
So your action was to dash with him.
Yeah, I want to like put his arm around, my head and like just power shoot him up. Yeah, see, now you're getting it. Being a hero is not so bad.
You guys would get up here.
So,
Tight quarters, guys, tight quarters.
Tight quarters, prepare
Someone go into
defenses.
the house. Send Hans into the house.
Oh yeah, Hans, you gotta go in the house, okay?
There's like a vampire.
You should send somebody else first in the house.
Dies immediately, like
Walks in, head ripped off.
he just back falls like headless, blood splurting all over you.
oh. That's the immediate fear that goes into Davis's mind when he says, "Go in the house." And that's wait a sec.
Claiborne
Let
is
Claiborne go first.
takes his full action and he scales a little bit up the wall. He didn't get to get all the way up.
About halfway.
Yeah, I don't have his token out either. I was getting ready to paint it. So,
Claiborne, grab my hand.
Xenos, you're up.
Oh. And I will, I guess I'll follow everybody's lead. I will dash
Do the dash.
for, my dash is
Big.
70? 35 times 2? 70.
70.
Yeah,
So,
It's math.
yeah, you'll get. So you definitely get to here, and I'll say
He's
oh yeah, you fucking run up.
can I grab Claiborne on my way up, or does that hinder me a little bit?
It would hinder you, but I'll let you try an athletics check.
Gonna be one of the
Athletics or
dexterity-based
acrobatics,
ones.
whichever one.
Can I assist him and put my arm down?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
know
guys,
what we
yeah.
can do? I'll grab him. I'll grab your arm. You pull us. We'll both do a double flip and land on the house.
No flipping for me. I just want to.
No,
Yeah,
you're the
Claiborne's
you're
pretty
yeah.
spry.
We're both really.
Okay, fine.
You're the strength to curl it.
So you brace.
Yeah.
So you just do a strength check for the
Okay.
brace, and then you go ahead and
Dude,
do.
let me down tight his face.
It's a 14. If it's just straight strength, nothing else.
No, you add your
Athletics?
strength modifier. Don't you have a modifier too?
Yeah, if it's just strength, it's just +5, right? Because I'm strong as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
because you're
14.
20. Okay.
18.
14. 18. It happens. You sort of it like you like slip a little bit forward, but it's so quick that he pulls on you to launch, and Claiborne does the
We
same.
both
Like
hit
you
the double
both, yeah,
and we
and you
land.
both land.
holding hands like this, like we just did the Olympics. Like, you
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? Picking
Yeah.
up what I'm putting down.
yeah. So you both landed
Yeah.
like that. That's what you want. Yeah, that's what happens. So you're all up here now. These guys are like 40 feet away.
Yeah.
So, but that's the end of your turn. So
That is
tick tick. You're up. Arxie's, you're on deck.
That was sick.
I'll cast Fairy Fire on that guy and then go in the door.
Okay. Dex.
It was
Yeah.
tight.
My carpal tunnel.
Oh, crit. Yeah. So this doesn't work, but you
It's
bust through
sparkly
the door.
there.
So I'm not going to describe what happens, but you bust through the door and it feels, you just like, you're pulled.
Oh.
You're gone.
I'm gone.
Good thing
Oh,
we didn't.
No, I grab him with my little arm and pull him along with me.
This little arm.
So,
One of the little insect arms.
Yeah.
You went to
Go
grab him and you were
pause.
trying to get that hand, and then you just pull so fast you're gone.
And he knocked Hans off the beat.
All right, so
No.
Tick Tick's out.
That's
Arxie's, you're up. Davis, you're on deck.
Everyone's up, right?
Everyone's
Everyone's
up.
up.
Everybody.
This giants, there's no need to. I'm just gonna go in.
Okay. So you do the same thing. As soon as you open the door and take just one little step, it's almost like you're pulled, like rubber band, it pulls, and you're sucked right through. And Davis, you're up.
I'll make sure everybody gets through before I go. I'm like, come on, usher him in. And when the last person's in, I'll go.
Okay. All right.
That's
So
a good leader.
did I say that was the giant that saved?
Yes,
All right.
he's 55
Okay.
feet away.
He is gonna move at in such a way that he gets a clear view over there. And he again, as he runs up, he's like grabbing two rocks, and he's gonna send it. He'll send one to each of you. No, you know what?
Can I try
These
to-
two.
Not Hans.
Wait. Wait. Since I was ushering people, could I like take the brunt of it?
Yeah, you can sort of try to get yourself, unless he crit. So it's going to be two boulders come flying there.
Okay. One doesn't count.
Flat surface.
Unless it's bad, but
Yeah.
If it's good, it
It's,
doesn't count.
no, and that one.
Yes, that was Hans.
that one counts.
Then a 17,
Oh, I have 20 AC.
20 AC. So the rocks just, they just hit like, and just this whole thing shakes from the impact. But that's it for them.
Heck yeah. And that's
Um,
Hans?
That's
Yeah.
Hans.
Oh my
I
god.
tried to make it more cool.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm like, see? More
He
than-
beefed up a little bit while he was doing push-ups and stuff.
The drug,
Yeah.
It's mostly the drugs, yeah.
steroids, anabolic.
So this one's gonna do his 2 throws to you, Xenos.
I'm up on the roof, son. I told you I did the double flip up on
Up
the
here?
roof. Yeah.
Ooh. You
He'd
could
still
still
be
reach
on
it.
his, yeah.
He has a 100-foot boulder toss.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
How far away is he?
Giants? I think it's like 100 feet. Oh, the 40.
No, how far away is
from
he?
this?
Now let's take the hypotenuse.
You'd still be, because this out here would be
Alright,
90.
alright.
So
Alright.
he's still got you. Well, but I mean, he's got to hit you.
You got that, right? You're really good at it.
20 and 18.
18 is my armor class, so
So that hits.
Yeah.
Oh,
50 points.
okay.
Yeah.
So the 2 boulders come crashing and they break through the roof a little bit. Yeah, you take 50 points cut in half. 25.
Are
And
you
you'll need
unconscious?
I'm kicking, but
your
Forget
con
Levi.
save.
I should have healed you.
So
first.
half of the 25 is your save this time, so 12. You
Okay.
have to beat a 12.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
checking
what-
something.
Is this? You got a 12.
And
Hmm.
he's still under your compulsion, so he's going to move out here.
All right.
So just
That will be a save. I rolled a 15.
okay. Yeah, so he's like out here now. He is getting out of range.
Yes.
Okay. Well, is it my turn now?
Yeah, that's it. His turn.
To make a succeed on my wisdom saving throw. So I remain in control of my body.
Yeah. And what are you doing?
I am going into the portal,
As
bleeding
you're all
out.
bloody and shit.
That second boulder, I tried to, and it took me into the house.
And Claiborne just like sort of like helping you down, and you both get sucked through.
Boom. Phantom in the night.
With Hans too. Just
Yeah,
like,
at this
Hans in
point, I don't think anyone, because you get to go. Yeah, Hans would have gone on his own, and you'd get to go before they can attack. So you all get through this door.
I'm the
And
last one.
you're the last one.
Nice. Yeah, it's only like. You remember this day as the day you tried to get the associates and failed. That's okay.
And failed.
You lost to the Lord of the Giants.
Yep. The
King
king,
of Nightshade.
the god of trash, the bug sniper, and yours truly. David's got one. Never forget it. And I like.
Just like that. And as you step through, you get pulled through, and it's a weird feeling like going through like a tunnel, but really fast with the bright lights and everything. And you hit pretty hard a door that had just closed, because everyone that went through it was the same thing. You hit a door, you went through, the door closed. And you're the last one to come through, and as you hit, you sprawl down on the floor, and you are inside a tavern, and everyone gets quiet for a second as you all just sort of throw up out of this door, and you notice a couple of things.
Right.
You are in a tavern, because it looks like a typical tavern with a barkeep and patrons, but everyone gets super quiet, and all you see around you are undead. Just zombies, things that could be liches, just a bunch of undead.
We ended up in the
And
sketchy
and they're all like, and the barkeep is just this like zombie like with an eye that keeps on, and and they all stop and look, and I think I'm gonna have to end it there.
Jesus.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to notice he's all banged up, and I'm going to heal him. Cast
Yeah,
healing.
like
because
freaking out over there.
he's like, he's like
I'm
bleeding.
like biting at the air.
Healing tap. Hey, hey, hey.
Now to set you guys, because I know your probably mind is racing right now. Remember, I said everything. Let me tell you about this faction that you just popped
Oh,
into.
thank
That way
you.
you don't I'm gonna
Going guns
die.
a-blazing.
Right.
I just have to go to it. There is a faction here that they have to do with they take care of the dead. And
By making them eternal slaves.
no, they I think this is them.
Help them out.
Give them a helping hand.
Keep them on their feet.
I like that one.
That was good.
That was good.
Did you paint these or did they come painted?
Oh, they came painted. That's just
These are storm giant models, I think.
yeah. I think those are frost.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Frost.
Storm giants are bigger.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they're like the worst one to fight.
like, yeah, CP
They're like the best
25 or
giant.
something.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah, frost.
If it was a storm giant, it would have beat my wisdom.
Hill giant. I think it was
Working.
Hill giant, what? Stone giant, Fomorian, probably frost,
Frost
giant.
giant.
Oh wait, no, fire
There's
giant.
a cloud giant.
Fire giant's like 8. Oh, there's a cloud giant.
Cloud giant.
Dang,
And
maybe I
storm
fucked
giant.
that all up then. Yeah.
And
Giants
hill
are tough.
giant's low.
Hill giant's the lowest. Then stone giants, they're really
Oh, wow.
smart, but I don't think they're like.
Are stone giants smart?
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
do a lot of art.
Just do a lot.
So
Yeah, I
you'll
guess maybe
so
they'll
you'll know
understand.
this because you were studying the Lorehold Prime. These are heralds of dust.
Okay.
They're a faction there that they are aligned to the plane of Hades, and they pretty much their purpose in the they don't really think they think everyone's dead. It's just what level of death are you? So everyone's already dead. It's just how dead are you?
I'm pretty close.
So they usher in they're not inherently evil, but most of its members are undead, and they take care of the corpses and they do the rites and everything for the city of Sigil. So as people die in Sigil, they make sure that the rites of wherever they come from are followed, and they take care of the body, and they take care of that stuff. You just happen to pop into their pub in the part of the city. So, but as you just, there's a lot. I mean, there are liches, literally. Their
Right.
leader, you know. Not that he's there, but there are liches, and there's varying levels of undead.
I don't know. Vecna in here.
Well,
Concussed.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Wanna
know
give you
that
a
they're,
level
you
two
know, they're not
killers.
nice by any means, but they're neutral in their view. I mean, if you piss them off, you know, I guess it's not going to be in your favor. But so many amongst them are ghost vampires, liches, skeletons,
There was a
zombies.
vampire there.
Vampires?
There was
Yep.
one.
Hey, those are my people.
Oh, we have an inn.
Yeah, there's a lot.
In
There's,
the bar?
yeah,
There's the
there's gonna be. I mean, you
I-
didn't pick it up right away because you were busy bleeding all over the place because lots of rocks hit you.
We went to
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm the only one who got
Epic
hit.
Multiple
town.
Every time.
Oh, we did. didn't
They
we?
knew you compelled them to
Before we
leave their
leveled up
post.
to- As we're still level 1.
Someone's gonna be in trouble with the Lady of Pain.
Aw.
Me?
No, them.
Oh, yeah. We either
Well, yeah.
they can tell him that they ran into the god of giants.
They ran
And it
into